Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap for my regularly scheduled monthly session. Today is February the 1st, and even though it is a February session, month of challenges 12, layouts aren't due until 11:59 p.m. on the 2nd. So that leaves a little bit over 24 hours, right?
Sure enough.
To finish up. And I am sitting at number 25. I just finished 24. And yeah, I'm just going to post the layouts, and the videos will have to come later because it takes too long to render all the videos, but they will come. So that's my day 24, and that is the color, and green is my favorite color. So that's what that is. And then I'm working on 25, which is the Scrapping with Liz and Studio Live template mashup. So, and I think
Liz. I like it.
I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm going to do like got to decide what photos I want to use. I think I want to use this one. Yeah, I don't know. Let me do something with that.
Linda says she's still watching on her phone, so she'll probably just be watching and not too much chatting.
It's okay.
Dang, phones that make it hard, but that's okay. We're glad you're here anyway. And Lisa's here, and Becky, and Bethany, and Melinda, and Kelly, we said, and Cheryl, and Kath, and Kim. Anybody else still working on your month of challenges layouts? Are you done?
Yeah, has everybody done? Am I the lone person?
Well, as I told you during sound check, you are not the lone person, Cheryl.
Yeah,
Because I'm
okay.
still determined to finish.
Okay. I have edited these photos, but I don't know if that means I have scrapped with them, so I need to go check really quick. I think maybe I thought I was going to.
I've done that before. That's why I started adopting Cheryl's format. Mark them that I scrapped them. Otherwise, I forget.
Nope, didn't scrap them.
Bethany, you still have time. 24 hours, girl.
Who said they don't have time?
Oh, Bethany said she wasn't able to finish. She busted one of her earbuds. Kim
Oh,
is done with MOC. Lisa's done with MOC. Becky's done. There's been a flurry of uploads the past couple days in the gallery. Some of those are mine. So I don't know. How many did I have done when I talked to you guys last week? It wasn't very many. I know that much. Because on Monday I still had like 15 left, 16 left. But I'd like to say I have one left. And that's it. I told
okay.
Cheryl when I started I had 1.5 because I had to finish adding a little bit to one. But I have one left. And I'm very proud of that at this moment. It makes me happy. See, at a hotel tonight, Bethany totally gets some more done. Kelly's got 13 done. Did you have fun? Because that's the most important part.
Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I want this one or I look kind of cheesy in that one.
Lisa says, always fun. Becky loves her pages. So much fun.
I really am
I only
liking my
have one.
pages.
I only have one that I did differently than what I posted in the gallery.
Oh,
And that's really impressive for me because there's a lot of times I add a lot more to them afterwards. Usually it's
yes.
journaling or, something like that. But
Yeah.
I only have one that I changed from what I put in the gallery.
Okay, I'm going to call these done. I'm not going to scrap them all, but they're scrapped.
Hey, sometimes that's enough.
Okay, we're going to close that for right now. And then let me shrink these down to a somewhat manageable size and decide. I guess I need to do. Let's drag these photos over there. If it wants to play nice, which it does not want to play nice, of course not.
Cass has 0. Don't beat yourself up for not doing them.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, for heaven's
Bethany
sake.
says she'd love to have gotten them all done. She'd love to get them all done, but she's glad for a more relaxed method this year. You know what? Sometimes it's just not the right time period for you to go through and do all of that. You know? Sometimes you just need a slightly slower pace, and that's okay.
Okay, geez Louise. That was ridiculous.
So I told you about the program that I bought. Was it last year that I bought it?
For organizing?
Yeah, my organizing program.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I got it after MOC because I was like, I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's been freaking amazing for me. I didn't
You're
think
going to have to
it would
send
help
me the
as
link
much as
again.
it is. I will. But
Thank you.
anyway, the visual part, because I'm so a visual person, and that visual part just makes it work so much better for me. So I absolutely adore it. And it's made it way faster to scrap this time around. Like when I did my color count challenge, I was able to tell it
Right.
what color to go look for all my kits with. And then I just had to go and check and see if the kits were still available. Just because I like to use stuff that's still in the store, just in case you guys are
Yeah.
like, ooh, I like it, I want to buy it.
Right.
But I know you don't
Right.
have to be still in the store. That's not a rule. Don't let me mess you up or anything. So it's called Eagle. Yeah. But let me double check because it's not what I think it is for the website.
Make sure.
Yeah, yeah. Because eagles are really common for a whole lot of things. And so, yeah, it makes it funny. Let's see if I can find
Okay.
it. Eagle.cool is the website.
I don't want to use that one.
So, I don't know what you mean by opus, Kath. Sorry. But if you're not a visual person, you will not like it. Hands down. Just saying.
No.
But I love it because I can connect like the store links to the kits and the
Ah,
elements. So then when I go in and use it, I can just click a button and see if it's still in there. Oh, look, it's still available in the store because the link still works or whatever. So yeah, it makes me happy. It makes it way easier than every other program I've used, which shocks me. And it's easy. I'm like,
it's
how many
so
times can I say
easy.
easy?
It's so easy. It's so easy.
It does create its own library, and I know people don't like that, and I wasn't sure about that, but I'm willing to give up that compared to having like Lightroom Management stuff because it doesn't use anywhere near the
Brain power.
power resources, my computer resources that like Adobe does. So anyway,
Okay. And yeah, I think I'll duplicate this once more.
yeah, so far so good. We'll see.
So far, so good.
Oh, Opus is a file manager that you found. Oh, that's cool. What do you like about that, Kath? She's like, I don't know why I saved the link. You know what? I totally get that. Oh, hey, guess what, Cheryl?
What?
You want to know which challenge I have left?
What?
It's the technology connection one.
Oh, yes.
Guess who I'm going to scrap about?
Me!
I'm going to scrap about you.
We just hit it off right away, didn't we?
Yeah, but it is weird when you think of how much technology has played a part in our relationship. Like, we've really only met in person once. And I was thinking about this when your son graduated from high school, and I went, hold on. I have known her since he was still in middle school and elementary
Yeah,
school. This is weird.
it is. That was very weird. Okay, let me look at her original. I
Well,
should probably put
here's a question for
those.
you, Bethany. So the question is not about, um, it's about a relationship that's made because of technology. Did you make any relationships with people in Thailand before you got out there?
Didn't want to do that.
Did you learn about the place and going out to Thailand because of technology? Like, I'm sure you talked to at least a couple of people out in Thailand before you ever got there. That's a connection made through technology. All right, give me another one. Who else is struggling with a challenge? Let's go.
Let's go. We're doing it.
Bethany wrote, good point.
I had to get it
You're
moving.
welcome. You know what? Sometimes we have to get outside of our own heads. And I find for me, sometimes when I'm looking, like I'll look through the thread, I'm like, ooh, let me look for ideas. And then, like, that one specifically, the first one was like all people who've met people in real life. And I was like, oh, that's hard to think about outside of that box. But,
Yeah.
you know, I haven't had a good Cheryl layout for a while. So I'm going to scrap that one anyway.
Scrap about me. All about
Scrap about
me.
me.
All right. Let's see.
You could even scrap about how much you've connected with Cheryl. Even if you've never met her, it does not say you have to have met the person, right?
Right. It does not.
So
That
you
one's
could just
going
make
over
a layout
there.
about how you've gotten to know Cheryl and how she knows stuff about you and how you relate with certain things.
Because
She just took a quick screenshot. I love it, Bethany. Smart.
you're so smart. Okay. I did want to move that one. This is the one I didn't want to move. Okay. We're just going to make these a little bit smaller.
You know, Kim, sometimes when we write the challenges, we get in our head a little bit with what we think we want the pages to look like. And then what we're actually requiring you is not to 100%. So that is why sometimes an explanation can seem a little confusing. She says at first she thought it had to be someone you also met in real life, but she scrapped about someone she's never met in real life. And that's totally okay. That is totally
Telling
within
you,
the rules.
it's really starting to peeve me. Oh,
Your program's starting to peeve you or what?
yeah, I think I need a little upgrade. I think.
Ooh, upgrades are always nice.
Yes, but we'll see. The other good news is that we are actually moving tomorrow.
Yay!
It's actually
Cheers!
really gonna happen.
You know what that means, guys? That means when she comes back to us in a month, it's going to be from a different location.
Oh my lord, why does it keep taking it?
I'm sorry it's not being nice.
I know, it's not being very nice at all. I don't like that very much. Okay,
It
while
won't
you're
be here
being
in March.
helpful,
She's going cruising again. Where are you going? And for how long?
yeah, we need to know.
Oh, Kath says I talked about Eagle somewhere in May 10th, which would have been probably Digital Scrapbook weekend, maybe?
Yeah, It could be.
2023. No, that's what Kath says. She must have copied a link at that point. Renee says the page that she did for the Friendships Challenge on the 14th would also have been good for the Tech Challenge since she met those ladies online. So I actually did one about a friend that I've known for so long that I used scanned photos for that one. If you
What?
want to see teenage Courtney. Oh. Kim is going Florida to Barcelona for 2 weeks. Ooh, fun. And then do you just fly home from Barcelona or are you staying for a couple days and checking things out? Barcelona for 2 days and then fly home. Well, that'll be fun. What are you most excited about for it? Is there a port? Is there something specific? Becky wants to know if it's on Rhapsody of the Seas. Why, Becky? Are you going to be on that cruise too? Are we getting some connections going here?
Left, right, and sideways.
Hey, Jennifer. It's good to see you. She was busy scrapping and lost track of time.
It's all right.
You know what? I've done that too. Totally cool.
Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to take. Yes. Now,
Sure.
I have to find a kit. Oh, Lordy.
You need like a Pamper Me kit.
Yes.
And there are some really good Pamper Me kits.
Okay, go find me one.
Nene has one, Pamper O'Clock. It's got like
Okay.
the makeup brushes and the face thing and Pampering Me in it. And it's like softer colors.
Okay.
And then I think there's also one in there. Doesn't Kristin still have one?
Let's see. Pamper Me.
Kristin's, I think, is a little bit more
Pamper O'Clock.
more bright
Oh,
colors.
cute.
Let me think. She has Girl Time, which is a little more kiddish, like BFF Girls Night
Yeah.
Out though. So it's got some fun word art. And then she's got Happy Girl. Happy Girl is more blues and pinks, like the brighter ones.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do Pamper O'Clock. I like that.
Go for it.
Thank
I
you
think Pamper
for your
O'Clock is cute.
assistance.
You're welcome.
And I'll just
Oh, Becky used to work for Royal Caribbean, and Rhapsody used to leave from Tampa and head back to Europe at this time of year. I am doing a Royal Caribbean cruise later this year. I'm doing the Panama Canal. I'm kind of excited for that because, Kim, there are lots of sea days on that cruise. She says she loves sea days, and there's a lot. Yeah, I bet, because you have to cross the whole Atlantic Ocean. So she's looking forward to sitting and reading. Becky says she's in
Okay.
Oregon, so she's only cruised once. Oregon is no excuse. She says a lot of her colleagues were avid cruisers. If you're in Oregon, you could go right up the coast to Washington. There's tons of them that leave out of Seattle and go up to Alaska or go down to California, like partially repositioning. So.
Okay, that is going to take me forever to download.
Kim says it's fun looking at the collages. You can see who likes neutral papers and who likes bright papers.
Yes.
Yes. Kim, I agree
Okay.
with you. I think the icon is way too big for me. We did Oasis of the Seas, and that was too big for me. I am not that cruiser. I like smaller. I like looking at the collages because it's also fun to see, like you'll have some people who no matter what the challenge is, they find a way to stay in their style. And then you'll have people who are like more scattered.
Okay.
And so you'll see them like kind of almost experimenting in like super full like Cheryl, but then also like really clean and simple like Julie scraps, you know. So you'll see like a little bit of everything. So it's kind of fun. Ooh, Bethany says she normally loves the combined templates, but this one had her stumped. You know what? I just pulled all of the photos off of Liv's and dropped it onto, is that the way I did it? Dropped just the photos from Liv's onto the whole background of Liz's. And then I shifted a couple things like over and down. Renee says she knows someone who was on the Panama Canal cruise in February 2020. I would hope they get off that before everything shut down, because otherwise that would have
Yeah,
been really sad.
really
Lisa
bad.
says almost all of her backgrounds are some version of white. Isn't it interesting when you learn that about yourself too? When you're looking at it, you're like, huh, I didn't know I used that much white. Becky wants to know why she would go to Alaska when she lives in Oregon. Royal did not cruise out of California when she worked for them. Kim, this is her first time on a Viking cruise and it's smaller. I don't know what the Freedom class is because I don't understand what all the different ship types are. I'm just like, yep. Oh, Renee took all the triangles off of Liv's and put them onto Liz's. That's how she combined the two
Yeah,
templates. I like that too.
yeah. So I grabbed the same, all the paper pieces off both, and kind of put them together.
Just drop them together.
Drop them.
Oh, Renee says they were able to get off before everything shut down, but they were scared because they got off less than 14 days before everything shut down. Yeah, do you want to
Oof.
know where I was in February of 2020? I was at Universal Studios in California. Yeah.
Oh,
We were out there and then we started seeing more and more about the virus and we're like, "Oh, this probably isn't going to be very good."
right. You're like, this is bad. This
But
is bad.
yeah, yeah, we're like, this might be
No.
bad. We didn't know how bad it was going to get and how crazy it was going to get, but we were like, huh, yeah, I hope none of these people coughing are like going to spread this to me, but that's okay. They're staying far away because we're all outside.
Let's see about.
I like how bright and cheerful the papers are that you're using with it.
Yes,
That was
they're
a good
very
kid choice
happy.
for you.
Well, I had to go with Happy Girl because my everybody's on the computer right now, and so
Yeah,
was not wanting to
download.
play nicely.
I
Okay, no,
got that. Hey, do you
take
ever
that
randomly come
off.
across something in the store and you're like, how did I miss that before? Right?
Yes,
Yeah, so I just found a whole bunch of stamped alphas by Kim Jensen, and I feel like my life was just made.
you're like,
Like fat ones, skinny ones. I am very excited for these stamped alphas I just found.
okay.
You know, what's interesting, Renee, is so Renee said she heard about the virus in January. I commented to her, did she really want to take a cruise with it going around? I think there's this problem though where we all kind of go, you know what? You're already going to possibly get like norovirus or something because it's a lot of people in a very small like ship. So, what's a little more throwing up? We
Yeah.
don't really realize the extent.
Yeah,
Then it's like,
that
oh, I know what a
arm.
little more throwing up is. Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
it,
it's
it
fun.
got
The
it
things you
did
don't
get
know.
bad, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kelly found out she has an unwrapped ruptured brain aneurysm the week in early March before everything shut down. Met with the neurosurgeon that Friday and had to wait until May to get in for the angiogram.
That was, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah,
Oh,
those things are not fun. We moved during a pandemic, and I don't necessarily recommend that. I
yeah.
know that probably
I
sounds
don't think
really
there's
funny
a,
to put it that way, but I don't recommend moving during a pandemic.
I just,
Oh.
yeah, I don't. That was just a mess for everyone who
It really, really
just
was.
go crazy.
Yep.
Okay.
Kelly says, spoiler alert, still have the aneurysm. Waiting and watching. Family history of 3 deaths from ruptures. So is that all they do? Is they just kind of watch it? I don't know because I don't have a history with that, so I've never learned a lot about that.
I'm taking these off.
Also, if anybody's bored and wants to play in the store, not bored, bored was the wrong word. You're never bored watching Cheryl. If anybody's like, I want to look through the store and find cute kits, tell me what I should use to scrap about Cheryl and our friendship, which
Oh,
is technology
yes.
based. So I need ideas for that. So if it's under 5 millimeters or not an obvious danger, they just wait and watch. And it depends upon where it is too. That makes sense because I would think if it's closer to things that are more,
Yeah.
I don't want to say dangerous, but like, I don't know how you would say that. I guess dangerous. You would definitely want to change your thing as opposed to if it's just kind of in a less concerning spot. Renee put off a consultant for dental implants for 7 months during COVID. Found out later that they never shut down and she could have had everything done in 2020. And Kelly's is at her optic artery behind the eye. So does that affect your vision? Or is it just like it potentially could? I find the dentists very interesting, Renee, because some of them did shut down and some of them didn't shut down and some of them did weird things. And I was like, personally, I would not want to be doing dentistry with some crazy virus going around. I mean, I wouldn't want to anyway because I don't like people's mouths. I don't think I'd want to be in people's mouths all day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would not. Not for me, dog. It's like,
It's kind of like I'm good not being like a hospital tech where you know, go through and clean up after people. That's not my cup of tea. My husband,
yeah,
he does just fine, but me, nope, not my cup of tea.
like, oh, I don't think so. I don't want to
But,
play that game.
give me a crying child and I will calm them. And I know that is not a lot of people's cup of tea. They're like, crying children, take them away from me. I'm like, nah, I can handle those guys. They don't bug me. But that's exactly what we need is a little bit of different people to make everything work together well. Girl time, Bella Gypsy, good vibes. Kim's given me a couple of kid options here.
Good. I mean, it was just nice to have you like start saying something, and I was like, yes, okay, I can do this.
It's true though. Like sometimes you just need that little bit of, oh yeah, that's a good kid option. And then you're like, hey, I'm ready to go. Let's go. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Sometimes
No,
having somebody else do
they,
that part of the decision, because sometimes I get like, what do they call it? Analysis paralysis, when
yeah,
there's just like
man,
too many options.
yeah, for the house, it is just like crazy. I'm like, I just feel nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because there's so many decisions and yeah,
Well, and moving comes with a lot of decisions. Do you keep this? Do you get rid of this? Do you keep that? Do you get rid of it?
right.
Like there's just so many different pieces that go into it that you're like, how, what,
Hmm.
is it worth hanging
Hmm.
on to this little bit? No, yes, maybe.
There.
Kendra used Girl Time recently. It's fun. Kim says Bella Gypsy full of joy. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I'm gonna go look it up right now.
What is it?
Full of Joy by Bella Gypsy.
Hmm.
That is not how you spell it. So guess what? It's going to take me a little longer to pull it up.
That
I
was
wrote fell
not
off
the
joy.
spelling I thought it was going to have.
No, fell off joy does not work. Oh, that's cute. Happy day, keep on shining. Live a life full of joy. Kelly says, the worst part about moving for her was to figure out how to organize the kitchen. We moved 6 times in the first 10 years we were married and have been in this house for almost 17 years. See, I organize my kitchen with the intent that I will change it once I've been cooking there for a while, and that always happens. Like, I rearranged it last year, I think it was. And then now I'm sitting here going, okay, now I'm doing things a little different, and there's different people in the house, and I need to rearrange it again. I don't know. I just don't see my kitchen as ever being one and done because too much happens there. My bedroom, I don't need to rearrange that all the time. But
I'm
the
calling
kitchen,
that
it
done.
just
I'll do the
flows.
shadows later.
Ooh, one done. About half past. Kendra says her husband is a retired Air Force. We've moved 16 times. Every move is a new adventure. Okay, it would also
I
be an
gotta
adventure
remind
if
myself
you stay in
what.
military housing, from what I've heard too, Kendra.
Gotta remind myself
Which one? I got my little cheat
what
sheet.
challenge 25.
25 is combined the two talent books. Is that what you were looking for?
Well, then what did I do on 24?
24 is blurring the foreground, the photo.
Oh, well, I went out of order then. Yep. Okay. Duh. I'm crazy. That's okay.
Ooh, Kendra's an interior designer, so she loved it. I bet you did. Kelly
Okay.
said her
Now,
husband was in the Navy for the first 8 years they were married, but they never lived on base or in Navy housing.
I just saw a cute dog kit and I've already forgotten about it. Like,
Wow, there's a lot, so you might have to narrow it down. Oh,
yes,
you know what?
so,
I should use the connected bundle,
yes.
the connected kit. Yeah,
Let's see.
because that's a cute one too. I love
Pets.
the
There we
suggestions
go.
you guys gave me. I just was like, oh, wait, you know what else I have that I recently picked up?
Okay, this is Maui and Woofy Christmas. I think that's the one I wanted to do
Well, there's
because it
Merry
wasn't
Wolfmas.
like it's very
There's
cute, but
So there's Lucy and Leo by Soko.
yes, I think I
There's
have.
Wagging Tails by Nene. There's also, is it Oscar and Olive?
I may have to
What is the other one?
use
That's
Darling Dogs again.
there's also Oscar and Olive by Becca. I like you because
Okay.
you join in on my weirdness.
Mm, I think I got that. No, I didn't get that.
You didn't get that one? Do you have Lucy and Leo?
I think so. Let's see. I do. That is Becca's.
It's Lucy and Leo is Becca, Soko, and Sara Gleason.
Uh,
It's a cute one too. I like that it has chonky as a word art because my dogs had a play date today with our neighbor's dog who's a little bit chonky.
all right.
He is
I'm gonna.
stolen.
I'm going off theme here.
Go for it. Off theme works
I'm just
too.
gonna. I'm going with some stuff that I see here that I like.
Cass says, darling dogs. It's the one by your daughter. Positively adorable. That's a really cute one too.
Yep, 24/7. This dog is on duty.
Aw. What a cute pup.
She is a cute pup. So let's see if there's any other little stampies that I want to add.
Any little stampies? Is that what you said?
Yeah, little stampies, little happies.
So my niece got a Kinder Egg toy today, and it had a
Oh,
little kitty in it. So I gave it to her. I was
yeah.
like, here you go, have a little kitty. And then we realized it has little teeny tiny paw print stamps. And I looked at it and I went, I just want those little teeny paw print stamps. They're so cute.
And did she share?
No, but I know where it's kept. So, if I want it back, I could go find it.
You're like, I'm taking it.
If I want it, I know where to find it. That's true. Kristin Aagard also has fur babies for dogs and cats. I think Allison has one too. We had the funniest Romeo and Juliet moment yesterday. An orange cat showed up in my backyard staring in at my indoor cat. They had their paws up on the window looking at each other. That's cute. My crazy orange cat sat there and stared at a squirrel today, determined that he was going to figure out how to get to him. So he did not, because, windows are made of glass. But he sure tried. Orange cats are hilarious. So what kit are you using?
This one that I'm using right now is Giggle Snort, which I have used.
Giggle Snort.
Giggle
I like
Snort.
it.
Yep.
Giggle Snort.
I have used
Oh,
it.
those are pretty cute colors too.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I should use that to scrap about you.
Giggle Snort? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because embrace the silly. You are a hoot.
Yeah. Yep.
All the best things. I'll probably just end up
Man.
using both of them.
We
together.
just y'all don't even know. We just hit it off it was crazy.
Unexpectedly.
I mean, because we had, there's a lot of people there, and
your back was hurting.
Oh God. I was discussing this in the forum that I had to go on a step down for my medication, and I was not happy about that all of January. And looking back, I'm like, I don't even know how I was functioning because, I was caregiving with mom, and, that means I have to do a lot of walking and bending and lifting, and you just have to do what you have to do. You just can't stop. But I was having a hard time with words. And I mean, I think it was kind of clear at the last one Cheryl scrap. I was like, I don't know. I've lost all the words. I don't know where they are. So it's been like 6 days, and thank the good Lord they had my dosage, and we're just moving on from that horror show. Yeah.
You know what, though? By this point in January, all our brains are mush, so nobody even notices. They're just like, yep, her brain's just much like the rest of us. It happens.
Well, my mom noticed. She's like,
Wow.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Moms
Nope.
always
Mom.
know.
Moms do know. And we're ready to be together and decorate. So that's going to be a lot of fun this weekend.
I'm excited for that for you. It'll be good.
I know. And
It'll be nice to be closer.
Yes, like walk across the field closer.
Yes.
Or a quick drive. Like
yes.
a 30-second drive.
You're like, do I even start the car?
Well, some days I'm like, yeah, I we're gonna just miss that.
Yeah, some
I'm getting
days
in the
I will start
car.
the car.
Oh, this kit is just, I remember why I liked scrapping with it. I can't remember
Aw.
how, I mean, that's one thing I have to say about lily pad kits is that they do stand the test of time. There's stuff that is still very cute.
Irrelevant.
Yes, I think so. I mean, like, even this is not, there's lots of laugh more, tee hee, not afraid to laugh myself. Has nothing to do with what I'm scrapping about,
Right.
but it doesn't have to. Now I'm going back out. I'm going to try out Happy Day. I think it's the birthday kit. I don't even know if that was in the store. Can you check that for me?
Happy day?
It's a Happy Day collection with Mommyish and Sara. I don't know if they retired that one or not.
Happy days. Oh, happy day. We'll see if I find it first or somebody else does. Oh, that's always fun. You said by Mommyish
And
and
Sara.
Sarah. You can still use it. So, yeah, it's still in the store. I found it.
Oh, good.
Oh, hey,
Good.
I own it.
You're like, oh, hey.
Can I tell you, it's one of my favorite things about the lily pad store is it tells me right across in blue, hey, you've already bought
Yeah.
this. Thank you for telling me that. Let me
You're
go
like,
find
yeah.
it.
Okay. Please drag over.
Lisa,
Stop being
golf
an
cart.
attorney.
Oh, golf cart. Cheryl, you should just get a golf cart.
Oh, well, okay. Can I just tell you about the golf cart plans that my sister and I have?
Oh, yes,
It's
please
really
do.
disturbing. Uh, we're gonna get we are going to get a golf cart, and then I believe we are going to put fringe around the top edge of it so that we can sing um, the Surrey with the fringe on the top from Oklahoma as we're tootling around our properties. We'll wear gold slippers, moo-moos, chains for our glasses, lipstick, and we use the same color lipstick as our blush. Our great aunt taught us that. And what else? Oh, we'll have cocktails and we'll go check out the neighborhood.
I love that so much.
So we'll see.
Like,
We'll
yeah,
see if that happens.
I just think that sounds awesome. Lisa would like pictures. Kim says it sounds divine. I don't want pictures, I want video, especially if you guys are singing. I would
Well,
like
it
video
may,
of that.
I'm hoping this will be a while coming because for my sister to be there, my mom has to not be there.
Oh,
She'll be moving in, but that's so we can, be close together and all that jazz. So it's kind of like a hard thing, but mama,
yeah,
mama feels better knowing that we're going to be right next to each other. So
that
I'm
you'll be
hoping,
together.
yeah, that we'll just be able to, enjoy more.
Yeah,
Bum, bum, bum.
enjoy time and stuff together.
Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can get something dragging over here. Thank you. Finally. That's fabulous stitching. Look at that.
Jan would just
Hey.
like to ride with you.
Oh, yeah.
Kendra has golf cart plans because their city is golf cart friendly. Ours is too, and I didn't know that was a thing. Is that weird? Like I didn't know there was these like cities where you just rode around in golf carts.
Yes.
Bethany says her dream for retirement years is a golf cart.
Okay. Did you see that just happen? 1, 2, 3.
That's like cute though.
But I didn't want it to do that.
I know, but it still looked cute.
Please stop doing that.
Don't do what you want to do. Do what I tell you to do.
Right.
Please.
Okay.
Bethany says the community where her sister lives, everyone drives golf carts. Renee says lots of golf carts in her town during spring, summer, and fall. Bethany says they decorate them depending on the holiday. So when my mom stayed at a campground for the summer, they used to have a lot of people who used golf carts there too. And that didn't strike me as odd because you're like at a golf, it's a bigger campground. So if you wanted to go to the lake, it was on the other side of the main road. Rather than hike, take a golf cart. Like, oh, that totally makes sense.
Okay, so should I call this On Guard or
Neighborhood watch.
That's a really long title.
It really is.
I'm like, dude,
Long titles don't frighten me.
why? Just
I feel like that should be part of
please.
Frozen somehow. I just don't know how to make it part of Frozen.
The fact that I am not saying any bad words right now, thank you,
It's impressive.
finally. Ah, thought I was going to lose it there. Let's see.
Waiting for
I
Mom.
need an arm.
Lisa says, "Who's there?"
Yeah. Yep, she's on guard though. She is like, if she hears a sound, she could be dead asleep and oh my goodness.
She's on it.
Just do y'all have this issue? Does anybody ever have this issue where your computer is just dragging? I don't do well with this, you know.
I used to. And then I built a new computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But yeah. I mean, oh my gosh, my son was complaining about his computer being slow. And I looked at him, I'm like, what do you mean it's slow? Because I'm thinking his computer's not that old. It should not be that slow. He doesn't have that much on it. He does use, I'm proud of my child because he is learning how to use, what is it? It's not Elements. It's the Video Editing Express one. Premiere Rush.
Yep.
That's what it is. So he's learning how to use
Gotcha.
Premiere Rush. So he does have Adobe products on there. But I'm like, it's not like you're playing in Lightroom or playing in Photoshop all the time. So seriously, dude, your computer should not be slow. We're looking at it. He's got downloaded like hundreds of thousands of Minecraft mods. I'm like, it's no wonder it goes slow when you open up Minecraft because you've got all these mods on there. It's like, well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to see how many they would open. Dude.
You're like,
And
come
then
on.
it turned out he was saving everything to his C drive, which is the smaller drive, instead of saving to his
Yep.
like E drive or whatever, F drive, whatever it is that's his big drive. Like, okay, you need to save some of these things over here. He's like, why? I'm like, because. So we went through and cleaned up his computer, and he's like, hey, Mom, my computer runs really fast now. You think?
Like, gee, you think.
Oh. Adobe Premiere is heavy, but Rush is not super heavy because it's a lighter version. But it's funny, I actually prefer Rush over Premiere, even though I know Premiere is supposed to be the better one. It's for the video editing that he does, or when I make little videos that I share with you guys. Rush works so much better for that kind of thing. Lisa says she hasn't experienced slow since she switched to Mac in 2014. Cass says if you silent Norton and pause updates, that'll make it work better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I have to well, actually, no, I haven't had to on this computer. Previously, I would have to pause my backup service occasionally when I was working with a lot of Adobe programs and other heavy programs.
Yep.
But I will be the first to admit that my computer is complete overkill, but I absolutely adore it.
I'll have to find out what you have.
I built it.
Probably need to do some Uh, I need to clean off some of my stuff as well.
Guess what? My sister
What?
is going to build a computer too, and since she doesn't know how, I get to build her one. So I get to go in and start playing with parts again and decide how I can build her a computer that will work for her because she has a laptop that sucks.
Mm. Mm.
So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It's like a puzzle, you know, you plug this in here, plug that in here. Does it work? Nope. Whoops, fix it.
Yep. Like, fix it now.
Lisa goes, I love how excited you sound about that. You know what? It's a satisfaction thing too. Because, like, you put this thing together and all these random parts, and then it works and it's a computer, and it's just like, it's amazing, but it's really cool. And then you can look at it and then people will be like, oh, your computer's really cool. I like it. Where'd you get it? And it's like, oh, I built that. And then you're like, yeah, I learned how to build a computer. I feel cool. I don't know. I was never the cool kid, so it's kind of
Yeah.
fun to have somewhere in my life where I'm like, I feel cool. Oh, fun.
Okay, I've got that there, and I think I need another little. Let's see.
And where it's not my computer, I don't have to hem and haw over the decision. She has to make the decision. I just get to give her options. But her poor laptop won't run one of the games that she really wants to run. And then, did I tell you I've been playing Lego Fortnite?
No. Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
Y'all are all playing it, right?
Yes. But I apparently am the one who enjoys it the most. I never
You're
thought
like,
I'd play Fortnite. My
it's
son's like,
me.
I wanted you to play, and you only play because you play the Lego version. Pretty much.
You're like, what?
But yeah, we were playing that, and I was like, well, no, don't you see that? And my brother-in-law, whose computer is actually one we sold him because it was an older one and he just needed one to work. And he's like, no, I don't see that. He's like, I don't see anything past this thing. And so then he like paused and came upstairs. He's like, you can see really far. I was like, wait, you can't? And I didn't realize, like, again, how overkill my computer is until that moment. I'm like, I really didn't need to build what I built, but it's really fun.
It's really fun.
It's really fun. Hopefully, it means that I won't have to upgrade for a long, long time. Kendra says they're playing Overcooked. It's insane. I've never played Overcooked. I've realized that I've never really had a computer that handled games amazingly well.
Yeah.
And I actually have time. Like, something about not being in school means you have time to play games.
Imagine
Who would have thunk?
that. Who would have thunk?
And I don't have to do a whole bunch of like carpool right now because my kid can ride his bike. So yeah, it's like weird that I have extra time right now. So I'm playing different games. But I'm gonna look up Overcooked. Is it part of the Fortnite or is it just something different? They also got me playing one called Phasmophobia, and I'm the biggest chicken about it, so it's really funny because you are ghost hunters and the graphics are like pretty lame and stuff. But yeah, I still don't like visual graphics that are scary, so as soon as the ghost catches me, I like shriek and cover my eyes.
Stop it.
And then they laugh because then they're like, "Are you dead?" And I'm like, "Probably. Give me a minute." And then I'll open my eyes and I'm like, "Yep, I'm a ghost. I'm dead."
Okay, so I'm just going to have to finish later. Does anybody need help with making their little objects, duplicating and rotating and
I used an
anyone?
arrow and I had fun,
I
like
saw
just a
yours.
Photoshop one. And I flipped it and
Uh-huh.
split it and rotated it, and it was fun.
Yep, this one I just started with the star, and then I did one on top of it, and then I took the two of them together, duplicated them, reduced them in size to 90%, and then rotated them 45 degrees. Does that
It's
make
kind
any
of hard to
sense?
tell the rotation with the star, though. Like I can see it. It's just harder to
Yeah,
tell.
yeah. You know what? I'll just take these, hide this layer.
So
Okay.
Kendra said her husband saw a TikTok and her daughter already had the game. So that's why you guys are playing it, is because he saw a TikTok about it and he was like, "Ooh, this looks fun." I love that. That's awesome.
Okay, so I made my original star. I reduced the second star 90% and rotated it 45 degrees. And then I would duplicate that and then make that 90% and rotate 45. And then I just
Oh,
kept doing that until I got the layering I wanted. If that makes any
it's
sense.
by the people who make worms.
Oh,
The Overcooked game is. Did you ever play the worm game where you shoot you're a team of worms and you have to shoot each other?
no,
But you have
I
to
missed that
you
one.
like you drop anvils on each other, and if it like will crush you or it'll drop your dirt into the ocean, so then you drown. Somehow worms drown in this game. It's a randomly fun
Interesting.
game. It
Okay,
shouldn't be as fun as
so
it sounds.
I'm
It's
gonna
funner than it sounds.
I'm gonna copy the layer style to all of these. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. And then of course when I do my custom shadows, then I'll move them so they're not all on that one side. Um, I'll make them, you know, like on the top one.
You should try warping one and see what it does. Just because.
Oh, the star itself. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, dimension. Okay,
Dimension.
dimension. Okay, I'll take this one. And what is it?
The
No,
shape
no,
one?
no, no, no. Yeah,
It's day 26. Frame of shape. Shape of frame.
yeah, but I mean, is it the warp? Let's see, is it a filter like liquefy? Is that what you're talking about, or just warping it in general?
Um, I
Like,
suck at doing that, but there is like a warp where it'll warp it itself. Like not
yeah,
puppet warp.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna do that. You know why? Because I ain't got no time. I ain't got no
It's the same way you
time.
do the warp the shadows. Edit, transform, warp.
Yeah, I didn't like the way it looked.
No, that's fine.
Did you did you see it?
I
It
did
was
see
it
it.
was looking it was looking a little
It looks a little
suspect.
cattyumpus. I like it. But that's because I'm weird and cattyumpus myself.
Yeah. Ooh, it looks like a starfish. Let me out.
You gave it a heartbeat. Kaboom, kaboom.
Oh, I'm just stuck down here in this sandy beach. I need some water.
It'd be really fun to do. Lisa says she's going to revisit
Why?
it because she likes what she created but shrunk the frame a bit too much, but embraced it and accepted it. It'd be really fun to do too as just like a background layer, so not necessarily specifically a frame, but
Yeah,
like I was thinking of all these different ideas when I was looking at it. I was like, "Oh, what if you did? What if you did?" I was like, "Ooh."
like I kind of like that. That'd be some fun paper. Hmm. What do you think about that?
I like that. That's cool.
Okay. Well, I may go with that. We'll see. But I will stop recording because I do have some other stuff to do tonight. So I'll say so long, farewell.